Hi guys, it's Ameriie and today I'm giving you my November favorites. There are actually kind of a lot of favorites, a couple of shows. One I think I told you, did I tell you about this one? I don't think I told you about this one, but it's amazing. And another that was kind of a surprise for me. And of course, a cool book. So let's get right into it. For those of you who don't know, I love great television. I love great writing, great acting. I love shows that are able to push a bit more, which is why I tend to like shows that are on cable networks and or Netflix, that kind of thing. So I love shows like The Sopranos, Mad Men, Boardwalk Empire, Homeland, House of Cards, Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders on BBC. That show is so incredibly amazing. If you haven't watched Peaky Blinders, do yourself a favor right now, well after you watch the rest of the video, and go watch Peaky Blinders if you have Netflix, please. Downton Abbey, very different from the other shows that I listed, but Downton Abbey makes me feel the way the first Harry Potter makes me feel. It's probably the music, probably the British vibe of it all. Oh, did I mention Game of Thrones? NARCOS on Netflix. Oh, if you have not watched this show takes place in Medellin for the most part, and it's the story of Pablo Escobar, his rise, and I suppose his fall. I've seen a documentary on Pablo Escobar, so I know what happens, but watching the show, it's like, oh, I know what happens, but I don't want it to happen. And then at the same time, I'm like, oh, but you're becoming unredeemable. Why, Pablo? Why? It's such an amazing show. Fantastic writing, fantastic acting. It's just, yes, you're welcome. Now, the show that I said was kind of surprising for me is Girlfriends, the Girl's Guide to Getting a Divorce. I am really enjoying that show, and I wasn't sure it was going to be for me, which is why I never checked it out. I didn't think that I would be able to relate to the characters really, just where they are in their lives and everything that's happening with them, and to an extent I kind of don't completely relate to the characters, which is weird because I felt like I related to the characters of, say, Sex and the City a little more. And when I was watching Sex and the City, you would think that there was even a greater disparity as far as what they were going through and what I was going through, but somehow I still related in a certain sense. And I think the characters were more likable as well. I'm making it sound like I don't like this show, but I actually really do. I think it took me half the season to really get into it. It took me about 5 episodes before I started to be invested, emotionally invested, and then 6 episodes where I was truly in. Oh, another one. Another favorites. Master of None with Aziz Ansari. That is a great show. It took me 3 episodes to really get into it. After that, I was kind of like definitely in. Right when I was becoming addicted, the season was over. As you can tell, I'm kind of like a Netflix marathoner, so when I do find a show, that's what I watch until it's done. I don't sit down and binge watch necessarily, although the are you still watching, or the do you want to continue, that question, it has sprung up on me a couple of times. And it sounds so judgy, right? You're like sitting down and then you're just like, and it's like, are you still watching? Like, yes. Anyway, CINDER by Marissa Meyer, another favorite this month. I really enjoyed this book. This really gave me the Harry Potter nostalgic feels. It's very charming and nostalgic. I really enjoyed it. I think this is going to be one of my favorite series. This is definitely one of my favorite books of the year. Good Genes Serum. Now this is by Sunday Riley. I love this serum. I tried 2 samples and then I just knew, I noticed the difference immediately. Now the goal of this serum is to refresh your skin, to exfoliate, peel away the dead layers by using a chemical exfoliation, as well as brightening. So if you have hyperpigmentation, if you're the kind of person who gets marks after a mosquito bite or after blemishes and you have that like dark mark, this does help fade the dark marks and fade them into your skin a lot faster. I did notice that it does make your skin glowy. My sister noticed that, and my hairdresser actually noticed when she did my hair recently. She was just like, your skin's very glowy lately, and I told her about the serum. So you can use this serum in 2 ways. You can use it as a mask, slather your face with it, leave it on for approximately 20 minutes and wipe it off, or you can use it as a serum and you just put it beneath your moisturizer, so you use it as a serum. I prefer to use it as a serum because it's pretty pricey. I feel like slathering it on and wiping it off, though you could have a lot of benefits from that, I'm sure. You can probably get similar cumulative benefits by using it as a serum without going through your product as quickly. That's just my personal opinion. I use this at nighttime because you definitely want to be careful, again, going out into the sun. Even if you use this at night, you still want to be careful when you're going out the next day because your skin is going to be sensitized. I think we had this conversation before. I use this product sporadically, probably about 3 times a week. Do not use it in your eye area. You don't want to use it underneath or above your eyes because it is an alpha hydroxy product. You don't really need to slow the skin around that eye area. That skin is already very delicate and very thin, so just leave that area alone. And when you put moisturizer on, of course, don't wipe it into that area. It's good to use your eye cream first before you use products like this, so you just don't even have to go in that area. Love this product though. This is a holy grail product, by the way. Dr. Jart's Water Max Sleeping Mask. I told you guys that I was using the sample for a while. I was using the sample for quite a while because I wanted to make sure there wasn't a breakout situation. It's something that you slather on your face a few minutes before going to bed. I mean, I put it on like an hour or 2 before going to bed, honestly, as long as my hair is not getting in my face because it's pretty sticky. Happy to report, it did not break me out. So I ended up buying the product. I also love its sleek packaging. It's so water. I love, first of all, this is one of my favorite colors. I love blue and robin's egg blue, and all, see, I love blue. You can see the blue wall. It's a navy wall. I love, oh, by the way, I think someone might have asked me what color the wall is. I'm not sure if this was in real life or if this is in the comment section. In any case, this is Benjamin Moore's Polo Blue. And the finish is a glossy paint. You know how usually you use eggshell for a room or satin? This is glossy because I wanted a high gloss shine in this room. Back to the water mask. Yeah, so really love it, very moisturizing, and you can spot treat too. Sometimes when I don't need it everywhere, I just use it in the places that I need it, and it helps a lot. It's wonderful, love this product. Is it a holy grail for me? I don't know if it's a holy grail quite yet. I'd have to see. It's kind of up there though. It definitely makes a difference in the moisturizing. So not quite holy grail yet, but definitely a necessity. I would take this everywhere I go. No matter where I was traveling, I would always take this. So this is definitely part of my regimen. This is Caolion's Pore Pack. This is it has 2 actually. Oh, and you know, Dr. Jart is a Korean line as well as Caolion, so another Korean skincare line. And the tagline is, where is pore? Like, where are your pores? This particular packaging, I'm not sure if they have other packaging, but this particular one unscrews. This is 1 pack. This is the original pack. The top is the black steam pore pack. This is for blackheads, but you can use it in different places. The idea is that you use the blackhead steam pore pack first. You rub it in and you rub it gently for about 2 to 3 minutes on your nose, your forehead, wherever you decide to use it. And you just kind of rub in circular motions for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then you rinse off with warm water, or I can't remember the temperature of water, they tell you on here. And then you go in with the original clay pack and you can kind of put all over, of course not the eye area, nothing on your eye area. You use the original clay pack all over, let it dry. That's a drying one, the first one isn't. The second one dries like a traditional clay mask, and then you know, rinse that one off. I really enjoyed these. I felt like they really cleaned my skin. My skin looked very fresh, very bright, and very clean, and it wasn't dried out. It's pretty gentle, so you can use this, I think, 2 or 3 times a week if you want. Most of the time, when I would ever use clay packs or cleansing masks, I would use it like once a week or once every 2 weeks because I would kind of forget about it. But I've kind of been like a little more on my game, so I use this about twice a week now. It's very gentle. There's another cleansing mask that I was using by La Prairie, the deep cleansing mask. I don't even know if they make it anymore because when I went to look for it before I bought this, they kind of didn't know what I was talking about. Mind you, I've had that cleansing mask pack for years and I just didn't use it a lot, so it was very fresh inside. My mom gave it to me, and yeah, that one was a pretty amazing mask, I have to say, and it was definitely a lot stronger than this, which is why I would only use that when I remembered. My goal was to use that once every week or once every 2 weeks, but I kept forgetting, which is why I had it for years. But it still worked. I have a little left. I still really love it, but it was good to find another one that I could use because I don't even think they make that anymore. And yes, I like this one. I like this one a lot. And my last favorite is a lippy by YSL. It is number 13, Le Orange. This is the color that I'm wearing now. It's not red, it's an orange, but it's an orange red. It's not a red that has an orange tinge. It's actually an orange, but it's not a medium orange. It's a reddish orange. Very different from Max Morange, which is straight up orange. This one is an orange red. And I really love it. It's very moisturizing. Sometimes when I'm wearing a different lipstick, I might just switch to this while I'm out just because I feel like my lips are dry. They've been a little drier. Although it isn't cold in LA, the air is drier because it's winter and you can definitely feel it. Love the texture and consistency. Very smooth, very moisturizing. I would say ultra moisturizing. It's one of the most moisturizing lipsticks I've ever used. And the color is really fun. There you have it, my November favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you check out those shows. Those shows are so good. Especially NARCOS. Maybe some of you have already seen these shows. Let me know in the comments below if you have and what you think about them. Also, let me know some of your November favorites, books, movies, TV shows, anything really. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to share the video. Please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! Stories are so twisted, and it's a very quick read. Genuinely scary stories. Speaking of scary, am I the only one who does not like to sleep with your foot over the bed? You move around, you like might have your arm hanging or your hair hanging or like your foot. Because I always feel like something's going to grab it